So I'm waiting, and I opened the thing, and sorry to tell you, but you didn't get in, and my heart just dropped. My heart sank. Or you know how they try to make it sound nice in the beginning and tell you no at the end? That's what they did to my behind. So this video is just gonna be about the time that I got rejected from my dream school, from the top college I wanted to go to, and I just wanted to share this video with you. For anybody that's going through this, just know that you're not the only one. So stick around and let's get started. College I got rejected was UF. Since like 10th grade, you start to think about like what college you want to go to, and a college that I picked was UF. It was 10th grade / 11th grade. The reason why I wanted to go to UF was because I did like the Gators. I guess I did like the Gators somewhat. I'm more of an NFL girl. I don't really watch college ball, but I did like the Gators, and I heard that UF was like a really good school. It was kind of far away because I'm in Orlando, so it was kind of far away because it's in Gainesville. So I'm just like, okay, and it's a good school. It's one of the top schools, and I'm like a nerd, so hearing that, I'm like, oh yes. So one other thing that really got me wanting to go to UF, that was my top school, was because they have this scholarship program where they pay for your tuition and room and board. So I'm just like, dang, this weight on my grandma, because my grandma raised me, would be lifted off my grandma. So if I really got in and applied, because I know I could get the scholarship because I read the requirements, and if I really got in, like, that would be an amazing opportunity. So my goal was set on UF. Mind you, it was a lot of pressure just because me and my twin, because our parents didn't go to college, so it was kind of pressure on us because we're the youngest that we really needed to go to college. So it was kind of a lot of pressure because like I'm the more studious twin. My twin doesn't like school, so it was just like keen on me to go to like the big university. That's what I felt. I felt like that pressure was on me, so I was very keen on like getting into college. So that was my top school. My second school was UCF. So I was just keen on going to UF. I'm like, I got this. Like, I'm finna work my hardest and I'm finna get in. So yeah. So I had took the ACT before and I had got a 21 on it, which isn't too bad. Now, for both ACT, because I took the ACT twice, I never took the SAT because I was late the first time. Whatever, me and my twin was late, so we couldn't take it. But I had to the ACT and I got 21 the first time, and I also got a 21 the second time. Mind you, I studied for both tests and I studied harder for the second one, and it kind of shocked me, but I still got a 21. It's a good score in my opinion, but you know, you just want to do better, and just to get the same score when you studied, it's like. Now my mistake was only applying to 2 schools. Like, I was keen on going to a university, and like UF, I just wanted to go. Like, all my friends were talking about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go. So UCF was just like a fallback school. I didn't really think that I wasn't gonna get in. So make sure you apply to more than 2 schools, because getting into UCF really saved my butt, because if I wouldn't have gotten to UCF, I would not have anything to fall back on. Okay, anyway, so long story short, to get into UF, I had already did the waiver. I already kind of was setting up my application, my essay questions, and I thought my GPA was really good. I had like a 3.6, 3.7 at that time. So I was just like, okay, like hopefully I have what it takes to get in. But it was one situation where I thought I was really going to get in, and that was when the students from UF actually came to my school to look at our applications. So they went through my I thought this was a great opportunity, so of course I was there. They looked at my application and they was like, oh my god, this is good. They looked at my essay questions, they tweaked it a little bit, but they said, yeah girl, you got the goods. And I'm like, are you sure? She was just like, yeah, just do some more community service, because they really like community service. They said I was in clubs, because I was in cheerleading, I was in drama club, I was in beta. Oh, what was it? Big? I don't know. I was just in different clubs as well. So I'm just like, okay. So you apply, I think like October, November, and then you wait till February. I knew it was in February because it was the 15th, I believe. It was like a couple days after my birthday, which is February 11th. So we're just waiting. So it was a couple months, and the reason why I felt like it was so much pressure was because I felt like it was just a weight on my shoulders. Like my grandma would brag to people, oh my baby going to UF, she's gonna go there, she's gonna get out the city, she's gonna go to UF, like that's where she's going. Like she would say that in church, she would say that around people, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to get into this college. It never like got to me whether like if I really didn't get in. Like I didn't think about that. I'm just like, okay, when are they gonna tell us? So I just felt a lot of pressure. So February rolls around and it was the day of it. I think they sent them out around 8. So after, I think it was cheer practice, all my friends was talking about it, and like we was already on Kick. If you remember Kick, like or comment, because Kick was like lit. Like that was like the messenger, like that Kick was the stuff. So I think it was like 8 or 7, and oh my gosh, it rolls around where it tells you if you got accepted or not. And I was in my room all alone, like, and I was just waiting. My family was waiting, but my grandma was at work or something, coming home from work, and my twin was doing something. Like they didn't know I was about to look at it because I wanted to see it for myself. So I'm waiting, and I opened the thing and it said, sorry, but you know how they say, oh, we went through the applications and stuff, whatever. You know how they try to make it sound nice in the beginning and tell you no at the end? That's what they did to my behind. So they were just like, sorry, but our application pool was very vigorous, very competitive, and sorry to tell you, but you didn't get in. And my heart just dropped. My heart sank. I felt like it was like the second most worst thing that has happened to me, or third. One of the first worst things that happened to me was when my father passed, and some other things probably maybe second, but this was like one of the worst things that happened to me. Worst and good. At the moment it was the worst, but I don't regret it. And my heart just dropped. Everything stood still. I felt like a rock in my stomach. Like I felt devastated. Like I just felt like I felt confused. I felt so disappointed, and I felt so sad. I just wanted to curl up into a ball and just go to sleep, to be honest. It was just very hard. So I'm just sitting there looking at this email, keep reading it, and I think the next step was telling my family. Like it was just telling my family like what had happened, and that was hard. Like it was so hard calling. I couldn't even scream for Janelle's name, my twin. I couldn't even scream or yell her name out just to tell her, because I was just so disappointed. I was just so sad. Oh my god, I can't believe I was still kind of emotional about this, but I moved on past it, so I ain't gonna cry or nothing, because it's their loss. Whenever you don't get accepted into college, just know that it's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason, and just know that it's meant to be. It's not something that you did. Things just happen, and it's their loss, because I know now that I was amazing. I would have been a great asset, but you know, things don't always work out. Things don't always work out to the way you see it, but in due time, it will. So getting back to the story, that's just some words of encouragement. But getting back to the story, so my grandma came in, and I still remember this like it happened yesterday. I know one thing she did. She came into my room. It was junky. I hated when my grandma came into my room because it used to be junky and I don't want her to yell at me. But she came into my room and she took my head. She didn't slam it into a wall or nothing. She didn't do nothing like that. She did something she never did to me before. She took my head and she placed it on hers. She just took my head and she just leaned it on hers. And at that moment, I just wanted to let everything out, but it felt like she was consoling me. Like it felt like a big old like, oh, it's okay, like it's gonna be okay. And when she did that, she told me to come out my room because she probably couldn't stand how junky it was. And we went into the living room or the where we ate at, whatever. And she was just like, it's gonna be okay. Like I think she prayed and stuff, and she just like consoled me because school is everything to me. Like I'm a nerd. Like school is everything to me. I don't have the best street smarts. School is all I got, really. And just to know that you didn't get into your first school and then you didn't have a backup plan, because I didn't even know if I wasn't even thinking about UCF. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna pay for college? Like, how am I gonna do this? But she told me everything was gonna be all right. I just felt like a disappointment because she was bragging to everybody. She was telling everybody that I was gonna go, and I didn't. I felt like everybody was rooting for me and I just let them down. But yeah, so that was like one of the worst. I just felt so bad, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I text some of my friends and they didn't get in either. But what was really hard was that some of my friends did get in and some of them got the scholarship. Like I remember one of my friends yelling during class, oh my god, I got it. And I felt so happy for her. Like deeply I did, but it's just like I feel like I didn't get in, so can you keep it low because I didn't get in. And what made me mad a little bit was because they said I had the goods and stuff. People got into UF that had ACT of like a 16. And I had a 21, so I'm just like, well, what happened? And I had like a 3.7 GPA. Like, I just did not understand, like, why I didn't get in. But I was just blinded by God's blessings. Like, I didn't know my future, but God knew my future. So, I just felt so mad because, like, people just kept bragging and stuff about them getting in, and I didn't get in. So I was just in a panic, like, what am I going to do next? So my guidance counselor, or this lady I'm cool with that helped us through the whole college process, she knew that some people didn't get in. So I was just like, I was depending on this UCF to accept me. But I was just sad. I didn't know what was going to happen, just because I'm like, because my grandma, I knew she didn't have the money to pay for me for college. I'm like, I'm going to have to take all these loans. Like, what am I going to do? So I went to my guidance counselor because they sent the if you got in or not to the guidance counselor to see if you got into UCF, something like that. Just to find out I got in, but it was through a program or whatever. If you want another college, like college talks or something, like, comment down below, because I have a lot of college talks and just how to get into college, what to think about. But I got in and I got into this great program going into UCF. But now, so I feel like it was a blessing in disguise, because I'm glad that I went to UCF. I'm glad I didn't go further out. I don't think it was meant to be, because I would have been further from my family. I wouldn't have gotten free food. I wouldn't have gotten to see my nieces, because now, like, I could just drive down, because it's still in Orlando. It's just a little bit farther towards the other side of Orlando, and I could see my family. I could see my babies. I'm still far enough to where I could become my own person, and it's just further enough from me. I think I made the right decision, or well, I didn't make the decision, they did, but that decision was like a blessing in disguise, because I'm glad that I go to UCF. I'm glad I'm close to my family, close to my boyfriend. He could come up here whenever he wants. It's just like a 30-minute, 25-minute drive, and it just know that if you don't get into your dream college, it's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I know how it feels, because I felt like everything was riding on me. Like, it was school. I had great grades, but just know that it happens for a reason. It happens for a reason. So I hope you take these words of encouragement. I hope this helps you. And yeah, that is just my story of not getting into UF. So they're lost, because I'm amazing. And you are amazing too. Just always know that it's seasonal. These things that we go through is seasonal. Like, you will get through it. It won't happen forever. But just know that whether you're going through something good or going through something bad, it's seasonal, and it's preparing you for the next step, which will always be better. It's preparing you for the next step. So it won't last forever. That grief won't last forever. So yeah. So that's it. If you want any more college talks, like I'm a junior now, so I'm about to be a senior. So if you want any college talk, just comment down below. Tell me what you want. This is your girl Janae. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, subscribe to your girl, because I need some subscribers. If you support me, I'll support you. So thank you. Bye.